Bonjour, comment ça va? It's Donna here, and today we will be sketching and painting this cute urbanscape. It's an orange house, and of course, in this lesson, I'm gonna show you how to paint and add shadows and keep everything simple and fun. And of course, today is Palm Sunday, and I will be talking a little bit about it. Okay, I've done my undersketch using pencil. So if you're a beginner, better to start with a pencil with your sketches. And then I am adding my ink pen now. So now it's easier to me. I'm just following. So you feel more confident now that you have your undersketch. But if you have maybe more practice, then you can do the ink pen right away. So as you can see, I'm adding points, to connect the building. So it's like the dots and just using it to connect the building. The ink pen that I am using is a very cheap ink pen that I bought when I was traveling in Asia. So I am borrowing my lines from thick to thin. So it depends on how hard I press onto the paper. And by the way, the paper that I am using, this is Paul Rubens 50% watercolor paper. So you probably have seen other tutorials and they are using fountain pen, which is darker. I prepare actually the very thin dark lines, and it really depends on your preference. One of the tips that I could give you if you are doing ink and wash is to really plan ahead because it will save you from small mistakes. I actually started ink and wash not long time ago, and since I started it, I couldn't stop exploring this technique. I started as an impressionist, and one of the reasons that I decided to try ink and wash is that to get better at my sketches, and so far I love this technique. So if you want to learn more about this technique, I have more videos about it, so please go visit them. So as you can see, I am making really small lines, and this is going to be like the bushes. So I'm making it very tiny and small, and I think that makes a lot of difference at the end result of your painting. If you have any idea or proposition, just feel free to message me in the comment section and I will be very happy to answer you. So here I am adding just enough details onto the sketches. Also with the lines, as you can see, I am not trying to make everything straight. They are a bit wobbly, so that also depends on the style that you want to achieve. So for example, making lines like this, you need to practice a little bit on another piece of paper until you get the confidence. If you already know me and you've seen some of my videos, as you already know that I am a self-taught artist and I've learned sketches and drawings by definitely doing it almost daily. So I think it's only about just a matter of how much you really want to learn and how much you really want, to succeed in this craft. And this is actually a very quick sketch because, as you've seen, I have my baby with me. So I need to do it really, really quickly because I have my timer. And this is Escoda brush number 6. So as you can see, I am working section by section. And to keep it loose, I am adding already some textures and some tints while the watercolor paper is still wet. So plan ahead and look at your reference very well and know already what you want to achieve before starting your sketches and your painting. So this is of course cadmium orange and I am using Paul Rubens watercolor paint. And this is royal purple. And here I've dropped a little bit of cobalt blue. So I am adding my second wash and I forgot to explain that I've added the first wash so that I will have, a color that unify the painting, even it just in case I forget some part. I think if there is something that I would want to change in this painting, that would be my first wash. Instead of using light orange, I would have added light yellow to keep it more brighter. But now that I've already done it, then I have, to make it work. So here I am wetting this part again because I want it to be loose, and I'm just adding darker green, sap green, to give just a little bit of details onto the bushes. So here I've added yellow ochre to give it a little bit a warmer hue. So now please allow me to share the Palm Sunday reflection. And today we have palms and shout Hosanna, just like the crowds in Jerusalem. And they welcome Jesus with joy, expecting a king of power. But Jesus came humbly, riding on a donkey, not to rule with force, but to save with love. In just a few days, those same voices would cry, "Crucify him," and yet Jesus did not turn away. He chose the cross and He chose us. Palm Sunday invites us to stay with Jesus, and not just in celebration, but through the suffering of the week ahead. His love did not falter, even when ours did. So this week, may our Hosanna be more than a words, and may it be quiet, yes, to follow Him, to trust Him, and to remember true victory is found in humble, sacrificial love. I really like this message today because I think every day in our Christian life, in our life, there's always a battle, whether to do good or not, whether to follow the way of the world or the way of the Lord in everyday daily life that we face. So it's very important to reflect and to read the Bible and have this very quiet moment with you and the Lord. And I think that will really help us to have the discernment that we need and have a better decision at the end of the day. So I hope that inspires you, and I hope that you are enjoying this process with me. So today, as I said, I went to the church, and just before going to church, I had this family matter, and I had a discussion with a family, and it was kind of difficult conversation. And as I was walking, for the Palm Sunday, just before we entered the church with all the other people, my heart felt really heavy, and I remember that it felt so heavy, and not just my heart, but I felt like my leg, I couldn't walk. And I just, while walking there, I just keep on praying, that before we arrive in the church, I will find the light, and whatever that's burdened my heart and this heavy emotion and thing that I have, it will just disappear. And before we arrive, at the church, this feeling really, really vanished. And I could really say that prayers, it definitely works. So even if you think that it's not working for you, just keep on believing and just keep on praying, because it will definitely happen if you believe that. And it's really true in every circumstances of my life. And so right now I am in YouTube, and I just want to share the gospel of Jesus. And in fact, this is one of the main reasons why I am back in YouTube, and I'm just feeling blessed and grateful to have this opportunity to somehow touch your lives in my own very small way as an artist. So thank you so much for joining me in this painting, and I hope to see you more in my next videos. And feel free to visit my other videos as well. Here I've added a little bit of turquoise to give it life. So that's it, and I'll see you.